Welcome to Karuta OSP and the Innovation Workshop. My name is Jacques Reynaud. I work with the Karuta OSP project. So this is a short video about a project that has been done in France to sort of support the work of students in Innovation Workshop. So the goal of the workshop was to sort of let students work on project, but to sort of reflect on their different ability to master these different ability. For example, ability to self-motivate, to question oneself, to accept ambiguity. All these abilities will be assessed by the students themselves, but also by their colleagues. So this is a key point of this Karuta project, is how to include peer evaluation and how to sort of report on that to make sure that the students sort of benefit from that. So each student has this Innovation Workshop portfolio, and I'm going to click on the ability to self-motivate. And here I'm a sort of designer role, so I can control everything. So I'm going to sort of create a student, HCDI student role. So students, they have a page. All the pages are pretty much the same. So here they have to sort of work on this ability to self-motivate. It has been sort of discussed by their instructor. So they have access to sort of a grading, and they can choose acquire, in progress, or not acquired. They can put their argumentation. And there's also an evaluation by the instructor. If I change role here and I put teacher, he's got a pencil there, and he can write comments like, well done, you're doing well, I liked what you did, or whatever. The difference though here, it's that in Karuta, it's easy to sort of assign to different colleagues different roles. And for this group of students, there's a peer evaluation. So if I choose peer number 1, these pages will be sort of filled by the by Karuta once the portfolio will be sort of put in production. But each colleague, the first peer, for example, he can only see, obviously, his evaluation of his colleague, and he will sort of write down, he will sort of evaluate his colleague, and also he will put some comments why his colleague is doing well, or why he thinks he is great and will self-motivate. So each of the colleague will do that. Say if I come back a student here, it will have like all these colleagues will have sort of fill the self-evaluation. So he does that for all the abilities, and there's a nice dashboard that the student can see, where it will present here if what kind of self-assessment the student sort of chose, like the check green signified that this is great, this is okay. The X here in red obviously this is not okay. Argumentation is if he left some kind of comment. And here you've got all the peer evaluation that are sort of summarized here. So it's very easy for a student to sort of have a look about all these ability and see how he's doing, and he can sort of work back to the portfolio and check if there is something why a colleague sort of didn't give him a good grade or a good evaluation, and sort of learn about that. So this is a very simple example of peer evaluation in terms of a learning portfolio. Peer evaluation can be done in any type of learning project. It can be done in class, or it can be done in any types of project.